Happy summer, everyone. My name's Rose and I like to crochet and knit. If you like that too, this video is definitely for you. I have been making so many things this summer, most of which came from Pinterest, but I'm going to show you everything that I made this summer and where you can go to find a pattern or tutorial for those items. So hopefully this inspires you to make some fun things for summer. This tank top is actually my most recent cast off. This was inspired by Jamie Lerner. I am simply obsessed. Anyways, so I've been obsessed with bandanas this summer. I made 4. Probably my favorite one that I've made is this dragonfly one. This was a free pattern that I found on Pinterest and it was really easy. I worked this up in I think like a day or 2. Definitely make one of these. Another little side quest I had were jellyfish scrunchies. I saw these on my Etsy and my Depop, so if you want one, go check that out. Link below. This is the eyelet bandana, and I made this actually to match my Sunday cardigan. This cardigan is by Crochet by Sky. This was actually a pattern test I did towards the beginning of the summer, and then I made this eyelet bandana in only a couple of hours. Honestly, these were both pretty quick projects to work up, but I love both of these together. Separately, it actually looks really cute with this olive tank top. So definitely this is another piece that I look forward to wearing as a transitional piece into fall. So we'll be getting a lot of wear out of this. All right, I made 2 other bandanas. This bandana is my Edel bandana. This is a pattern that I created. I had a really hard time finding a filet crochet bandana that matched exactly what I was going for, so I just made my own. This worked up also in a couple of hours once I had the chart. So save yourself some time, go check out my chart. That is up on Etsy and Ravelry. The last bandana that I made is this one. This is an adaptation from Evening Breath shawl pattern that's free on Drops. Here is the Evening Breath shawl that I made. This is traditionally a shawl, although I can't say that I'm like a big shawl person. So I've been wearing it as like a little swim cover up. Anyway, I made this as part of a Renaissance fair costume. So the other piece I made for that, this corset. This is the briar bodice. I love how this came out. I need to add straps because I made it a little too big. It fits me, but there's not much of an opening in the back once I lace it up and tighten it, and then it does like to shimmy down. So I do plan on adding some straps. Honestly, I think I will do that today because I keep putting it off, and I should do it before I forget how to make this gorgeous stitch. So building off of tops, I made 2 other tank tops. A lot of the time crochet cups do not fit me properly, so I decided to make my own. I first made the Amula tank. This fan stitch pattern reminds me of an Amula flower, so that's where the name came from. Anyway, this has been pattern tested and it makes a great beach cover up or just tank top for summer, so been loving her. Then after I made that one, I created my Iffian tank. This star lace pattern on the bottom reminded me of an Iffian flower. So this is a tie front top. I love the little ruffle that this tie front top creates, and the drape of this fabric is so gorgeous. I was actually so obsessed with this star lace pattern. I used that same star pattern. Make this little poncho. I detailed the process of making this poncho in my last video, so if you want to recreate this, be sure to check out that video. Love her. Another piece that I will be getting a lot of use out of for this transition into fall. Speaking of transition to fall and knitting trends of this summer, buttons, right? We've all been seeing buttons everywhere, or is it just me? I whipped up this funky little open knit sweater. This was just a freestyle raglan that I did. I will add some like open knit raglan pattern, kind of similar to this in mohair that you could totally make. This is Briar yarn from Loops and Threads that I love. So, all right, we're getting down to the wire here of projects. I also made these 2 water bottle holders. I cannot be bothered to carry my water bottle when I'm on a hike. These were also freestyle patterns that I made, but there are similar patterns out there like this, so I will link a couple of those. And for the straps of both of these, I used a half double crochet thermal stitch. So these are pretty cute, and I've gotten a lot of use out of these so far. The last kind of hair accessory piece that I made this summer, it's kind of too big for me. I made this flappy bucket hat for my husband. It looks a lot cuter on him than it does on me, so. All right, last project that I made this summer, arguably one of the most special because I actually finished this while we were traveling through Europe and actually documented the process. So if you want to check out that video, I will link it up there. Here she is. This is a scrappy version of the relaxagon top. I love all these colors together. It's really heavy because I made this with a bunch of scrap Friends 8/4 cotton. So I just had a ton of that in my stash that I needed to use up, and this was a great way to do so. I love how this piece turned out, and it's so special to me because of where, like, the context of me creating it and where I finished it. So this one will also always be a special one. I can't even hold all the things that I made this summer. I think we got them all. There's a ton of really great patterns in here, so be sure to check the links below, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know which project was your favorite, or which one do you plan on creating as well. Happy summer!